In previous two lectures, I completed the topic electrostatic potential and capacitance. Under this topic, I covered all subtopics up to energy stored in capacitor. Now, I will discuss some important question for the board examination. So, first I will discuss 1-mark questions which are oftenly asked in board exam. The first question: what is difference between insulator and conductor? So, insulator in which charges are not free and conductor are those in which charge are free. In insulator, current cannot flow, and in conductor current can flow easily. The free charges means electrons are in plenty, and in insulator no free charge can move. Examples of insulator: rubber, porcelain, plastic, and examples of conductor: all metals. What is dielectric? Dielectric is an insulator or very poor conductor. Examples of dielectric: porcelain or oxides of some metals, mica, etc. Define polarization. Third question is: when a dielectric material is placed in an external electric field, dipole moment appears in any volume in it. This is known as polarization of the material. And the fourth question: define dielectric constant in terms of electric field and capacitance. So, in terms of electric field, when dielectric is inserted between the plates, then electric field reduce, and the ratio of the applied electric field to reduced electric field is dielectric constant. You can see the notes also. And in terms of capacitance, it is the ratio of the capacitance of parallel plate capacitor with dielectric and without dielectric. Now, question 5th: differentiate between polar and non-polar material. Give 2 examples of each. Polar molecules or polar material are those in which center of mass of positive charge distribution do not coincide with the center of mass of negative charge distribution. They have a permanent dipole moment in any volume of such material. For example, water molecule. And non-polar are those in which center of mass of positive charge distribution coincide with the negative charge distribution. For example, hydrogen, oxygen. What is next question is: what is capacitor? Capacitor is an arrangement which can store the charge or which can store the electrostatic energy in terms of electric field. Right principle of capacitor: when an uncharged earthed conductor come near a charged conductor, then the storing power of charge can be increased. It is the principle of capacitor. You can see also the notes. Next question 8th: define capacitance of conductor and write its unit. Capacitance is the ratio of the charge given to potential difference, means C is equal to Q upon V. You can see notes also. Its unit is farad. What is the equivalent capacitance of a given combination? Question number 9th: there are two capacitor 10 microfarad and 10 microfarad are in series. So, equivalent will be 1 upon C. Suppose equivalent is given by C1, 1 upon 10 plus 1 upon 10, we will get by calculating it 5 microfarad, and C1 is equal to 5 microfarad. C1 and 5 microfarad in parallel. So, net equivalent will be 5 plus 5 is equal to 10 microfarad. Next question 10. Net capacitance of three identical capacitors in series is 1 microfarad. What will be their net capacitance if connected in parallel? Net capacitance of each is C. So, if they are in series, then equivalent will be 1 upon C plus, and it is 1 microfarad. So, 3 by C is equal to 1. So, C is equal to 3 microfarad. If they are connected in parallel, then equivalent will be 3C, C plus C plus C, and it will be 9 microfarad. Now, 2 marks question. Question 1. Find the equivalent capacitance of network shown in the figure when each capacitor is of 2 microfarad, when the ends of X and Y are connected to a 8-volt battery. Find the charge and the energy stored in the network. So, in such question, first we will draw a equivalent diagram, that X, between X such type of arrangement we will get. X and Y, we can name them. One, 2, 3, 4. So, between X and 3, so X and 3 one capacitor is there, between so we can find in this type of, from X there are two capacitors, one this, another this. So, 2 microfarad the above two are in 2 microfarad and this 2 microfarad. Let term as C1, C2, and it is C3, C4. So, C1 and C2 are in series. So, their equivalent 1 upon C dash is equal to 2 into 2 by 2 plus 2, it will be 1. C dash is equal to, and equivalent of C3 and C4 denoted by C double dash, it is also 1 microfarad. So, and C dash and C double dash are in parallel. So, equivalent total capacitance or net capacitance will be C dash plus C double dash. It will be 2 microfarad. So, in such questions, when we can also do in this way, if capacitance of each capacitor is same and they are making the bridge, means C1 by C2 is equal to C3 by C4, then equivalent will equal to the any one of the capacitance of the capacitor. Now, question number 2 of 2 marks question. Figure shows a sheet of aluminum foil of negligible thickness placed between the plates of a capacitor, and this thin aluminum foil is at midway of the separation of the plates. How will its capacitance be affected if the foil is electrically insulated? If it is electrically insulated, then there is no effect in the capacitance. If the foil is connected to the upper plate with a conducting wire, it is at the middle. So, separation will become half. When separation will become half, and we know that C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. So, when separation become half, then new capacitance will be, it will be double of initial value. Now, question number 3. In a parallel plate capacitor with air between the plates, each plate has an area. So, first we will write the values which are given in the numerical. Here area is equal to, and the distance D is equal to 3 millimeter, convert into SI unit, 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. Calculate the capacitance of the capacitor. So, now we will use the formula C is equal to, and put the values and find the answer. If the capacitor is connected to 100 volt supply, what is the charge on each capacitor plate? So, we can find the charge CV. We know V, and we can find C by equation 1, and then we can find the charge Q by second equation. Question of 3 marks. I will give hint. Question 1. A 600 picofarad capacitor is charged by a 200 volt supply. It is then disconnected from the supply and is connected the another uncharged 600 picofarad capacitor. How much electrostatic energy is lost in the process? As we have discussed in lecture, that energy loss is equal to C1 C2 upon 2 C1 plus C2 V1 minus V2 whole square. You know C1 and C2. C1 is 600 picofarad, C2 is also 600 picofarad, and V1 is 200 volt and V2 is 0, because second capacitor is in uncharged. Put the values in this equation and find the energy loss. In detail, you can also consult the notes. Second question. A parallel plate is charged by a battery. When the battery remains connected, a dielectric slab is inserted in the space between the plates. Explain what changes, if any, occur in the values of potential difference. When battery is connected, then there is no change in potential difference. When there is no change in potential difference, then electric field will also not change, because E is equal to V by D, because V is not changed and D is not changed. So, electric field will also not changed. Capacitance will become K times if the dielectric constant is K. because we know that C is equal to epsilon naught epsilon R A, where epsilon R is a dielectric constant. It can K also can be used in place of epsilon R, and the charge on the plates, we know Q is equal to CV, because V is not changed and C is epsilon R times the initial value. So, charge will also increase epsilon R times or K times if we use dielectric constant and denote by K. Now, energy stored, the formula for energy stored is 1 upon C V square. V is not changed and C is K times. So, energy will also become dielectric constant times. In the question, if battery is disconnected in B part, if battery is disconnected, then charge is constant, and then we will use this formula for voltage. Potential difference will be V upon K, electric field also E upon K, energy Q square by 2 Kc, means 1 upon K times. So, you remember that when battery is connected, then no change in potential, no change in electric field, capacitance increase K times, charge increase K times, energy increase K times. But when battery is disconnected, potential and electric field become 1 upon K times, energy also 1 upon K times, but no change in charge will remain same. Question 3, two parallel plate capacitor X and Y have the same area of plates and same separation between them. X has air between the plates while Y contains a dielectric medium epsilon R. So, Cx, let it is C, then Cy will be 4C, because other parameters are same, but it is filled by dielectric. So, they are in series, equivalent will be Cx into Cy upon Cx plus Cy. So, it will be 4C square upon 5C. It will be 4 by 5 C, and it is 4 microfarad. So, C is equal to 5 microfarad. So, Cx is equal to 5 microfarad and Cy is equal to 20 microfarad. Calculate the potential difference between the plates X and Y, because charge is same. So, V1 Vx is equal to Q by C and Vy is equal to Q by 4C. So, Vy is 1 Vy is equal to 1 by 4 of Vx. Find the ratio of electrostatic energy stored in the xy, because they are in series. So, charge is same. When charge is same, then we should use this formula Q square by 2 Cx, then it will be Cy by Cx, and it will be 4 C by C, it will be 4:1. Now, do these two questions yourself, and if you can also consult the notes. Compare the individual dipole moment, and the specimen dipole moment for H2O molecule and O2 molecule when placed in absence of external electric field and in presence of electric field. When in, because H2O is a polar molecule, O2 is non-polar molecule. Specimen means a substance. So, in absence of electric field, for individual molecule, for individual molecules, no dipole moment in absence of electric field, and in for H2O dipole moment exists, and when no net dipole moment will be there because there is no electric field, but in presence of electric field, in non-polar O2 molecule polarized, and in specimen dipole moment exists. In H2O, that is polar molecule, torque act on the molecules and net dipole moment will be in a specimen. In second part of first question, given two parallel conducting plates of area A and charge densities plus sigma and minus sigma, a dielectric slab of dielectric constant K and a conducting slab of thickness D, each are inserted in between them as shown. Find potential difference between the plates. So, potential difference V in space D. First, there is no dielectric, then a dielectric slab of thickness D is there, again no dielectric, open space means air, and again there is a metal slab D, and again there is a space for air. So, V is equal to, if electric field in air is not E naught, that is applied electric field, plus it is a dielectric, so it will be E naught by K D, again space in air, so it is E naught D. Now, metal plate, so electric field is 0, so potential difference is also 0, and again there is air E naught D. So, it will be 3 E naught D plus E naught D by K. So, take common E naught D, you will get 3 plus 1 upon K. And the graph for electric field versus separation. On x axis, I take the separation distance D, it is 2D, this 3D, 4D and 5D. For D, let E naught and E naught by K up to 3D again it is, and 3D and 4D no electric field 0. Such type of graph we will get there. Second question, derive an expression for energy stored per unit volume in a charged parallel plate capacitor. You can see in notes. Find the ratio of potential difference that must be applied across the parallel and series combination of two capacitors C1 and C2 with their capacitances in ratio. You can do by help of notes. Derive an expression for the capacitance of parallel plate capacitor. This question you can also do with the help of notes. And in question number 3, B part, I am solving here. Two identical parallel plate air capacitors C1 and C2 have capacitances C each. The space between their plates with dielectric as shown. If two capacitors have equal capacitances, obtain relation between dielectric constant K, K1 and K2. In diagram, you see in first capacitor K, a dielectric constant K is filled. In second diagram, two dielectric material are filled, one of K1 dielectric constant, another is K2. Their separation, their thickness is same as the separation of plate, but area is halved. So, capacitance of first, let it is C dash, it will be epsilon naught K A upon D. In case second, the capacitance will again C dash, equivalent will again C dash. So, first we will find C1 epsilon naught K1 A by 2 upon D, and C2 because they are in parallel, so C double dash equal to C1 plus C2 epsilon naught A upon 2D, we can take common K1 plus K2, because as per equation, as per question, C dash is equal to C double dash. So, K will be equal to K1 plus K2 upon 2. Thank you.